Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Pitcher number 9, Kate Stuckey.
Come on, Whitman, go fix it. You're on air. You need a little.
At first, number 13, Aiden Simonak. At third, number 12, Levi Berg. At short, number 15, Keaton Hopkins. In center, number 7, Braxton Gibbs. In left, number 14, Drew Linville. At second, number 1, Cole Seller. Testing. All right, the reserves, number 2, Peyton Winter. Number 3, Jackson Cox. Number 4, Carter Hatchell. Number 8, Dax Oni. Number 10, Mark Jenkins. Number 11, Lawson Nichols. Number 16, Caden Wallace. Number 17, Coben Certain. Number 19, Skylar Jennings. Number 20, Eli Solis. Number 21, Caden Duncan. The Bobcats are led by head coach Chris Watley, T. Marshall, and Brad Durst. And now for your Whitehouse Wildcats. Leading off, playing short, number 10, Ben Reed. At second, number 6, JoJo Adams. In left, number 24, Maddox Evans. In right, number 3, Alejandro Rodriguez. At first, number 21, Caleb Russell. At third, number 19, Mason Johnson. Behind the dish tonight, number 34, Sailor Wilcox. In center, number 5, Keaton Whittle. Your DH tonight, number 2, Ace Vasquez. And he'll be hitting for the man on the bump, number 1, Tyler King. We'd like to ask for everyone to please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
And that's play ball time. It's Friday night in East Texas, and that means baseball night in Whitehouse as the Whitehouse Wildcats host the Hallsville Bobcats. And we are glad that you're with us tonight. And Jason Cavazos to my left, as always. And we are proud to be back here in Whitehouse to bring you this District 5A matchup. And only a few games left, Jason, in the regular season. Both teams fighting for a spot in district. Wildcats, I believe, number 2 overall in district right now, but they have some big games coming up as they have Texas High on Tuesday and Mount Pleasant. Both are in the top 5 or top 4 of district. And, of course, Whitehouse is I believe, number 2. Is that what we looked at, possibly?
Yeah, we've been finding all kinds of different numbers. So, I mean, let's just put it this way. We know both of these teams are well in the mix.
Oh, yeah. It is a must-win for both of these teams right now. And so it's going to be a fantastic game. If you are watching and you know somebody that isn't, you need to call them and say, hey, get on NETSN, watch this game because it's going to be a doozy, as Tyler Keene is on the bump for the Wildcats tonight, and he's going to bring you a good pitching match, and Cade Stuckey is on the mound for the Bobcats. It is a windy night once again, and I believe every time, I don't know if we bring it to Whitehouse, but every time we come here, of course, this is the only place we show up except on the out-of-town games, but every time we're here, the wind follows. And here we go. We are about ready to get things started off as I believe Christian Martin.
Yeah, Christian Martin, the right fielder for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he's going to step in to start things off for Hallsville. And we are about ready to go. And it's going to be a first pitch, wild pitch back, and might as well go ahead and get that done early in the ball game when nobody's on.
Oh, yeah, get it out the way.
And Keene kind of shaking off the cobwebs, I guess. Wildcats coming off a big win on Tuesday in Tyler. That's going to be a pop up out of the way. So 1-1 is going to be the count. They had a 17 win over Tyler High at Mike Carter Field early on Tuesday afternoon. We weren't able to make that game. It was too early. And it was a 4:30 matchup. We couldn't make it there with what we had to do. So the Wildcats went ahead and won without us.
Yeah, we sent our luck.
That's over the plate for a strike. A good little pitch. Had a little bit of movement, but I think it was Martin was maybe just working on timing on that.
Yeah, I think too. He was looking to see where the bottom was going to be.
And another same exact pitch, but not the same exact call. So the count's going to be even at 2.
Yeah, it had to be a little on the out. It just had to be.
Keene looks in. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a pop up into left field. Maddox Evans with the catch, and that's going to be out number 1.
Yeah, good pitch by Keene. He got it in on the hands of Martin. He tried to fight it off, but all he could do was manage to fly out to left field with it.
And lefty coming in, and Dunn Smith. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball.
Yeah, both of these teams really vocal in the dugout. I remember that from the first meeting with them.
And that one's in there for a strike. Oop. Helps if I push the right button, y'all. Sorry about that.
Hey, we just warming up too.
Oh, I got you. Smith is the catcher for the Bobcats. And that's going to go third base side. Reed. That's going to be over to Russell. And the 6-3 putout is out number 2.
5-3.
No, 5-3. You're correct. I don't know why. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. So that was Johnson, not Reed. I had something in the way of on my board here.
Like I say, man, we're getting warmed up. I done put the outfield camera out. Did great, awesome job. Get all the way back over here and realize I didn't put the antennas on the transmitter.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to do an intentional walk. So Cade Stuckey
Well, he did damage last time they played. I believe he had 2 home runs.
Number 13.
So they're obviously going to try to keep his damage down this game.
So that's going to put a runner on the board. And runner, a little duck on the pond. And that's going to bring Simoniak, Aiden Simoniak. Just love that name. It's an awesome name.
Yes.
Fun to say.
Got to get a little equipment over on first base.
That's the first.
Stuckey just had to get his sliding mitt.
First pitch strike. And that's going to be a pass ball, and Sailor Wilcox looking for it. That's going to put Stuckey over at second. And now the Bobcats have a runner in scoring position. And Hallsville won 11-4 last time these two teams met in Hallsville. A good pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah,
and
we know
looked to be a bit high. But
yeah, we know where the top of the zone is going to be.
I was going to say that if that's a strike, that's got to be at the utmost high part of the zone.
Yeah, it was just above the letters, it looked like.
1-2 the count. That's going to bounce in. Wilcox does a good job that time to stop it before it goes back.
And, and Stuckey's got wheels out there, so you would think that Wilcox may have been looking to see what he was going to do with the pitch in the dirt and just looked up a little quick on that one that got past him.
They try to get Stuckey over at second, but he gets back in time. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, runner at second. A lot of twos in that scenario. There's the pitch. High fly ball center field. And Braxton Gibbs is going to come up. No, that's going to be Ben Reed. The Jet's going to go out, call everybody off, and make out number 3. So the intentional walk turns out to be a good one as the Bobcats leave a runner on second. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. No runs for the Bobcats, and we'll be right back. You're watching Whitehouse Baseball on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So
and we're back here at the Whitehouse Wildcat Athletic Complex on the campus of Whitehouse High School. And Tyler Keene did a good job to get things out of order there. And now Cade Stuckey's on the mound for the Bobcats. He's going to try to stop the Wildcat attack. And Ben Reed, who made that last out in the top of the first, he'll be leading things off for the Wildcats. And he'll step up here in just a minute as soon as Mr. Stuckey there finishes his warm-up.
Yeah, Stuckey pitched a complete game on the first meeting with these two. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the first inning, but settled in nicely. Only gave in a couple more hits throughout the rest of the game, and only 1 run after that first inning. So I guess if you're
Yeah.
Hallsville, you're
Leading
going
off for
to
Whitehouse.
stick with the horse that brought you.
Your shortstop, number
Hallsville
10.
having 2 wins back-to-back. Jacksonville 20-2 win, and win over Lufkin 3-2. So they're coming off a couple of highs there. So Reed's going to step in and get down to business. Reed has the ability to cause some damage from that number 1 spot. He has done it a few times in the season, as we have seen. He has been able to launch that ball well over the right field and the left field wall, as we have seen, as he watches that first pitch go by as a ball. That's going to be right over. He wanted to take that, but I'm guessing he thought it was a little inside.
Yeah, and I'm just looking now at the flags. The wind is blowing out to left center.
Can be dangerous for both teams, as both teams have some solid hitters.
Yeah, that may be part of the reason they decided to intentionally walk Stuckey.
And that one's going to be outside for a ball. Hey, if you're watching, which, if you're listening to my voice, you are watching, go ahead and chat with us. Let us know where you're chatting from, who you're rooting for, and we'll talk with you. We won't talk back at you, but we'll talk back to you. That's going to be inside as Reed kind of swivels out of the way, avoiding the hit. So now 3-1, and a big decision for Reed. What do you think Coach Branch is going to have him do here?
Yeah, he's going to let him swing, but that ball's going to have to be on a tee for him to swing at it.
And he does. It goes out in the right field. And Reed's going to turn and look. And a base hit.
First hit of the game for either team. Not your first base runner, but.
So a good job by Reed.
Second baseman, number
Benny the Jet, as
Adam.
my wife has affectionately named him. So JoJo Adams is going to step into the batter's box. Last time we did a game for the Wildcats, he had a triple on his first outing.
You're just going to cheer for everybody. I love it.
So anxious to see. He's going to break down for a bunt and pulls back.
Yeah,
Gets a ball.
He's quick enough to where the bunt for a hit is a threat. The sack bunt is obviously in play, but he also has the bat where, the triple is definitely not out of the question.
He is able to put that down the third base line, although Levi Bird is there to make a stop as that one goes by for a strike. And we have George Pabst chatting with us. His neighbor is father of JoJo, so let's go Wildcats.
All right.
That's awesome. As JoJo backs out.
I got a thing for second baseman. That's just my son played it for years. So naturally, I'm a little extra fond of second baseman. And when you got wheels like that, it helps.
JoJo's going to put down the bunt. Get over to first, and in time is the throw as Stuckey just bounces off the mound, but it does advance the runner.
Sack does work.
Which is exactly what JoJo wanted to do. Although he would have wanted to make it to first, but
Well, that was a textbook sacrifice bunt, but with his speed, he makes every one of them is going to be a play. It's going to have to take just a great field, a great throw just to be able to get him. So he's always a threat.
all right, Maddox Evans, left fielder for the Wildcats, steps in. He's a lefty. He's good at putting it down that left field line, or that right field line, excuse me. Here's the pitch. It's going to be over for a strike. Maddox hoping to drive in a run and put Ben Reed at home plate. You can tell that wind is blowing. The outfield camera is magneted down, and it's still
swaying
a little bit. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be outside and low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Despite the wind, it is a beautiful night here in Whitehouse for baseball. Nice and cool. Call it a Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. Here's the pitch. And he squares for a bunt, but it goes outside.
Just make them think about it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Dunn Smith kind of pulls up like he's going to try to get Ben Reed on a throwdown, but he smart to hold off. So 2-1 the count. Maddox steps. Well, he stays. I thought he was about to step in. We got a time. And Smith is ready now. And so is Evans. Steps in the box. Here's a pitch. And he squares the bunt again, but this time he makes contacts and it goes the wrong way, which happens at time to time.
I always hate when that happens.
2-2 count.
You know, but it's a smart play. I mean, because you know third base is wanting to try to stay home. So he's not going to come charging as much unless you have a wheel play on with the shortstop. Smart play. I mean, you can potentially bunch yourself on the base.
And going to be inside as Maddox kind of scooches back just a little. And we got a full count. Love the sound from the dugouts. Here's the pitch, and that's going to go over to the second baseman. Sellers takes it, gets it over to Simoniak, and there's going to be 2 down, but that does advance Reed 90 feet over to third base. And a little conversation.
Yeah, just the way it came off the bat, I think they were looking to see it. Yeah, it looks like the ball got cut by the end cap.
At the,
Brings up your right fielder, number 3, Alejandro Rodriguez.
So Maddox goes down on a ground out, and A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, right fielder, steps in. He's fun to watch because he can go left field on you if you're not careful. And he's going to step back and call time. Stuckey was in his windup, but umpire called time just the same.
Yeah, I think he had just started his rock back, so usually they'll let that go, but.
And that was over. That was a good pitch. But I didn't clear, so that's not a strikeout, sorry. I didn't clear my previous one. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go foul ball into the Bobcat dugout.
Yeah, now if I'm Stuckey, I'm thinking probably going to go a little more velo with it. Both of those. I think the first pitch was really good. Slowed it down. Second one, same thing. He's way out front. I'm going to speed up just a little.
And I hadn't seen really, honestly, much speed from him.
Yeah, part of it, I think he's doing an effective job of changing speeds because he has got more than what he's shown so far.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That one's going to be out of play. Fouled off to the left field side for nothing. He's already got the 2 strikes, so nothing can happen. Stuckey looks in. Reed off of third, and here's the windup. And the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a little dinker up and toss by Stuckey over to first. That's going to be out number 3. So Reed gets stuck at third. No run in for that one. So we're through the first inning here in Whitehouse. No score. We're heading to the top of the second. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's
Top of the second. Levi Bird going to lead things off, and coach and the umpire having a talk.
Number 12.
Didn't look contentious, but it didn't look happy either. Sometimes baseball coaches have that just look. They're sure.
There are terms, but
they're sures.
Yes.
And first pitch, first hit's going to go in the outfield past Reed, or excuse me, Mason Johnson.
I'm waiting to see what the score called that one.
Yeah, that went right over his glove. Waiting for the official call there.
Number 15, Kingston Hopkins.
And no official call. They didn't call any hits earlier, so what are you going to call it, official table call here?
Man, it's a good hit, but I mean, when you're sitting there and watching it bounce, I just have to call it an E.
Yeah, I was going to do it as well. So E5.
I mean, had he been shuffling over and diving for the ball, that's one thing, but his feet were set.
Yep.
And his glove was there. It just bounced over. And I will say for the record that we are very tough scorers at this table.
Yes, we are. But we're fair. We're equal opportunity scorers here. So Kingston Hopkins. And that's going to foul. That was hit and run scheduled there, as Bird was on the way to second. 1-1 the count. And throw over to first, not in time, almost though. So Keene looking in still, as the chant coming from the dugout of Hallsville. Hopkins fouls it back as he squares for a bunt. Takes it to 1-2.
Yeah, just got to get the barrel up just a little bit, get that ball driving onto the ground. Good things usually happen. Now he's got 2 strikes. He's almost got to swing.
And the run is on, and no throw, no play. And Bird is now at second. Two count. 1 on, nobody out. Hopkins waiting. He's going to put that one into left field. But Bird is going to stay at third. You got runners now at the corners after the base hit.
Yeah, nothing nobody could really do about that one.
No, that was right in the sweet spot. If you're going to hit a base hit, that's where you want to hit it every time.
Yeah, 5-6 hole is a great spot for a righty to pull one into, because you know if you're pulling it with a righty, you know you've got a little bit of juice on the ball. So
Braxton Gibb is stepping in.
looks like Braden Jackson running down to the bullpen.
Yeah, I was noticing that myself.
Yeah, I mean, still no damage yet for Tyler Keene. Just in a little bit of trouble.
And Gibbs squares for that first one, and we get a little issue at home, and he's safe. They tried to get a rundown.
Good read by Bird. Ideally, if you're Wilcox, you want him to turn his back and take at least one step back. So the worst case scenario, he's safe at third. But he didn't even quite get turned, and he had already thrown back. So easy turn, change of direction. Bird scores.
It's now runner at second. And that's going to be a bunt situation. And safe at first. is Gibbs.
Great bunt.
Yeah, another base hit.
Yeah, and that's kind of that same situation I was talking about where third base is really reluctant to come away from that bag because he knows a runner's coming that way, but you put it in the right spot, pitcher doesn't really have a chance either, so with his speed, easily safe at first.
Still nobody out. And there's a strike on that one. He went for it. That's Drew Linville. And just missed it all together. And 0-1.
You know, JoJo Adams was almost in the batter's box with him.
Yeah. Well, and that's what they're going to have to do right now, looks like, because Hallsville is kind of controlling it with their small ball.
Yeah. And, I mean, if it's working, why stop?
100% agree. But Whitehouse has to do something. They're going to get what they get going. A swing and a miss by Linville. And Keene kind of needs to settle down. He seems to be doing it a little bit on his own here with an 0-2. Cole Sellers on deck. And that one is held off by Linville. A little high for a ball, 1-2. Waiting on Gibbs to see if Gibbs will steal, but he stayed at first so far. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to go straight out into center field, and a diving catch. And that's by Whittle. And I thought he caught it, but I guess he didn't. And I thought that he had caught the ball. Did he catch the ball? I didn't see a call.
Okay, he did. Home plate called it. The runner at first is out. The ball was caught.
Okay.
The runner at first got doubled off, but the run at third did tag, so he did score.
Gotcha.
So first out was actually Linville, number 14. Second out was Gibbs, and Hopkins scored on the tag up.
Gotcha. All right. So nobody's on base on that one. Sorry, the dramatics was lost on the loss of what was going on. Beautiful play by Keaton Whittle. Let's not take away from that because that was a great dive by Keaton Whittle to take that away.
Yeah, great dive, great play. I mean, just really kept them from getting down even more.
And the Wildcats do a good job to get it in and get that tag over on first. I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
Yeah, the field ump did not make the call.
And that's going to go over to JoJo. And over to Russell, and that's going to be out number 3. So what could have been potentially a very big inning for the Bobcats, and something's happening. And we've got a little something on the field. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And so we had some stuff going on. It seems that a player was ejected from the game. And some poor sportsmanship on the sides of both sides in the stands, honestly, to tell you the truth. It was very sad for adults to be acting that way. Both sides, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Reaction of both. It was one reacting to the other, but fans, we're adults. We're supposed to be the
We're here for the kids.
we're here for the kids, and we're supposed to be examples.
The drama,
Yeah.
the emotion should take place between the white lines.
The coaches are handling it the best they can.
Okay, looks like Ben Reed was ejected.
And I believe he said
I believe Hunter Cook is coming into the lineup in Reed's place because he said 4 for 10.
So from what I've gathered and what I've been told from my resources around the area is that some language was used on the field,
First baseman, number
and
21,
a umpire heard it, and that's what got Ben ejected. So that was the situation there. Here's the pitch. So now we can go back to baseball.
Now we go back to baseball. Caleb Russell, the first baseman for the Wildcats, now 1-1.
So who did we? You said somebody took his place. Do we know who?
Yeah, Hunter Cook took his place. I'm not sure
Okay.
who, in the lineup.
Okay.
So we'll have to see how the defense shakes out and see
Gotcha.
where everybody goes.
Gotcha.
I fully expect A-Rod to be in the movement because he plays a little bit everywhere.
Yeah. We hate to see when players are ejected. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside. What I did like to see, and I will say it, is when the players were starting to react, other players got their team back, and the coaches got involved, and that was really good. I'm going to give props to that on the Hallsville side and the Whitehouse side. They didn't let their emotions get the best of them as the strike goes across. Because you and I have done basketball. Well, I've done basketball, but we did football. We saw a lot of stuff go on.
Man,
And you've seen baseball too, but it was really good to see that. It's a good hit over to shortstop. That's going to be Hopkins. Hopkins has a good stretch by Simoniak, and that's going to be out number 1. So a good play there.
That brings up the third baseman, number 19, Mason Johnson.
And so that's going to be a ground out number 1. Mason Johnson's going to step in. Third baseman.
That was not a B, that was a fly.
And first pitch strike. Stuckey getting a little bit of his groove back.
and that was the first game, same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
first
it took him.
inning.
Swung and missed. And he was swinging for the fences on that one.
Yeah, he wanted to take out the camera, make it move just a little more than what it is now.
And what you got to do right now is you can't let the adrenaline get you so much that you lose focus on the game. Use it for your advantage. It's going to be a hit high left field. And Linville underneath for out number 2. And next up is going to be Sailor Wilcox.
Catcher, number 34, Sailor Wilcox.
Wilcox steps in. Here's the pitch. And a drive into right field. And it's going to be caught by Christian Martin. And that's going to be an out. 1, 2, 3, go the Wildcats. We're going to head into inning number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back. So did we figure out if Hunter was over?
Yeah, Hunter Cook went out to right field. Alex Rodriguez moved to shortstop.
Gotcha.
Everything else should be about the same.
That's why I keep you around. That's going to be over foul. So I'm going to make my adjustments here. That's why I have the eraser. That's why we use pencils out here on NETSN.
Back at the top of the order. That missed somewhere.
Helps if I change this over to the third inning, doesn't it?
It might.
I was so busy trying to figure out what was going on. So Alex Rodriguez is shortstop. The multi-purpose player.
Yeah, like I said, I'd have been shocked if he didn't move somewhere.
Right.
And if they need somebody cooking in the concession stand, they'll probably call Alex Rodriguez.
He'll go drive the bus. And,
yes.
you know, get everything ready there.
3-1 count now.
Pitch by Keene. That's going to be high, and that's going to put Christian Martin on first base. Dunn Smith's going to step in. He grounded out back of the first. Once again, we want to thank you for watching. Go ahead and chat with us and let us know what's going on in your world. Remember, it's a family show.
Yes.
Swung on and missed. Smith steps back in. Tries to catch Martin over at first, but not in time. Pitch counts are pretty even on both pitchers.
Yeah.
And a solid hit out to Keaton Whittle, who catches the ball for an out.
Yeah, that was a good barrel.
Yeah, it was.
Whittle didn't have to do anything but take a step or two. It's just straight at him.
Now Cade Stuckey, who was intentionally walked back in the first, looks like he's going to have an actual at bat this time. So we'll see how that goes. With Martin over at first. Keene checks it. And it's going to be fouled back for strike one. Very talkative group watching us tonight, isn't there? And the runner's going to go and got him. Great play by Wilcox and JoJo Adams. Catch the runner. It's going to put two down. The play at the plate was a ball, or the pitch was a ball, so 1-1 to Stuckey. And swung on and missed for strike two. Good little breaking pitch by Keene there.
Yeah, it was up in the zone, and it looked like your eyes just light up on those because they're right there with you.
And that one's a tip, so that's going to be fouled back. Still 1-2. And Keene's a little bit different now. You don't have anybody on base you got to worry about. Now you can control and put it where you want to, but you got to be careful with Stuckey. He's got that ability. And high, good job by Cade to kind of watch it. Now you got a 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for the Bobcats. And, ooh, that must have been a little outside. And it's going to be 3-2 as Stuckey thought it was a ball 4, but it's actually ball 3.
I'm sure.
He was just getting his legs ready.
He was just getting loose.
Yeah, he's just getting loose. It's all good. Wilcox is like, I've done that.
He's kind of laughing about
he
it.
He was looking at Cade like, hey, I've done that, dude. It's all good.
It's all good.
Well, at first he looked out at Tyler Keene like, did I miss a count here? What was that? 3-2 pitch. And that one's going to be low. That's your ball 4. And that'll put you on first.
Yeah, now get down there.
So an intentional walk to a regular walk. And maybe he'll go for the cycle. Now Aiden Simoniak stepping in.
He had that kind of that fly to no man's land that Reed caught over the shoulder.
And that's going to be in there for a strike. That had a little bit of movement on it. Wasn't quite sure. It looked high to me, but it broke over and down over the plate for a strike. Here's a pitch. That's down low. So 1-1 count. Stuck him back in time. And a good pitch. And that's going to go Johnson over to Russell for out number 3. So 1 left on, no runs across, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN Wildcat Baseball.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
We are back.
It's like we're at 8-9-1.
I believe so. Keaton Whittle
Whitehouse center fielder, number 5, Keaton
going to
Whittle.
step in. Wildcats went 1-2-3 in the last inning, so they're hoping to do a little bit different. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in and out of the glove of Dunn Smith, but in there for a ball. Now the Wildcats are coming off a 5-game winning streak here, so I'm hoping that they can keep that going. Because what you don't want to do is go into your final week with a loss. And that one's going to be outside for a ball. Good try to frame there by Dunn Smith.
Yeah, he's really good at the frame. He showed that in Hallsville the first time.
He did. And he framed that one good because that one in there for a strike. It looked inside to me, but we are on the side, so it's hard for us to kind of tell sometimes.
Well, I know on those first 2 pitches he kind of showed Stuckey where he was missing at.
Squares around a bunt. And gets that strike.
Yeah, but where he pointed at was actually the inside batter's box line of the left-hand batter's box. So, you know, it's hard to tell because it looks good from here, but.
And that's going to be off foul over to the dugout of the Wildcats. Stuckey looking in. Still 2-2 count. Ooh, that one's going to go strike 3. If you watch that one's a beautiful shot. And what he was waiting on, if he was waiting on a better pitch, there was not one to give because that one was a pretty good one.
I think 2-2 count. I think he was expecting something totally different than what he ended up getting. So
Here comes one of our favorites, the diamond in the rough, Ace Vasquez. And he hits it up the middle. It's going to go to the outfield for a base hit. Like I said, the diamond in the rough, Ace Vasquez, just comes up. He just seems to just come up with something every single time.
Yeah, that DH doesn't stand for designated. That's diamond hitter right there.
He somehow. So Hunter Cook comes in as he took the place of Ben Reed.
That is technically the leadoff spot.
Yes, leadoff batter.
Cook has good speed, so.
Oh, yeah, he's a good baseball player. I've known him since he was a little kid. That one's in there for a strike. So Stuckey now using a little bit of his stuff. He's
gone
away from velo. Now he's using a little bit of spitball and whatever behind his ear.
That's it. And technically, this is his second time through the lineup, even though Hunter Cook, this is his first time to see him. So once he gets through with Hunter Cook, whether he reaches or is out or whatever, then you have JoJo Adams coming up, who has seen him before this game. So now we see if the Whitehouse bats can adjust.
And Cook squares to bunt and does a good job to pull back, as that one is a gopher burner. 2-1.
What is it, the Turf Dirt?
Yeah.
Shout out Jaron Peoples.
And a beautiful pitch. A little low in my opinion. It was good velocity, good flow, but it was kind of a little bit below the knees. To me, you need a pitching wedge maybe, but 2-2 count. He's going to put that one in the left field line. Great hit. And that one's going to go to the wall. Here comes Vasquez. He's going to turn around third. He's coming for home as Cook is at second with a stand-up RBI double. Cook comes out of the dugout, his first at-bat, and puts a run on the board for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and you still got a runner in scoring position with just the one out. And, I mean, great piece of hitting by Cook, not panicking with the two strikes. And just great job.
Now JoJo Adams is going to step in with an opportunity to tie the ball game with a base hit. Cook with the speed on second. And a good pitch there. And I'm wondering if he was just told not to swing on the first pitch.
Yeah, he only saw total of 3 pitches his first at bat. So,
and he sack bunted his first, but not really a thing he needs to do here.
No, I'd like to see him swing it.
And a pop fly over on the first base side.
And he caught it.
Yep, he caught it. We couldn't see. It was out of our area and out of our camera shot. So that's going to be out number 2. So Maddox Evans, he grounded out.
24, Maddox Evans.
Yeah, it was a productive out because he grounded out to second, but moved a runner. Just couldn't quite get him in that inning.
And again, Maddox is really good at hugging that right field line. And that time he's going to just go up the middle.
Oh.
And a bobble. And that's going to put a runner at the corners. And that's an E6.
Yes. Just rushed it just a little bit.
Yeah, he saw that that 6-3 put out to end the inning, and it didn't do what he wanted it to do. And now A-Rod has a chance to come in and be a little bit of a hero, and he's going to bat from the other side this time, as he is a switch hitter. He grounded out in his first at bat. And another good pitch, but no, it's going to be a ball this time. And Smith steps in front and gives some hand motions and some signs to the infield.
Cover that first and third situation, which I'd be surprised if they even bothered with Maddox.
And a pop fly over on the other side of, or the behind first base, and that's going to be taken by Cole Sellers for out number 3. So 1 run does come across. So they cut into the lead of the Bobcats by 1. And we're through 3 here in Whitehouse. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Levi Bird is going to lead things off for the Bobcats in this inning. Got too many cats around here.
It is a cat fight.
So we'll see what Keene can do. That one's going to be a first pitch ball. Swung on and missed.
He was, I guess, wanting to give those guys in the Whitehouse bullpen a souvenir because he was swinging for it.
So 2-1.
That one was down just a little bit.
And that's foul back, so it'll be even at 2. Here's the pitch by Keene. Oh, that one broke, but no dice by the umpire, so it goes to full count.
You know, and that's the one thing about it. The Bobcats have seen, this is the 4th Wildcat pitcher they've seen in the series. So far, the Wildcats have only seen Stuckey, so not really sure how deep. I'm sure they have more than just Stuckey, but you know, be curious to see just how deep that Hallsville bullpen is.
And that one's fouled back as well.
And I'm sure Coach Branch would love to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Get to the bullpen of the Bobcats.
Again, the pitch count is pretty even. And that's in there for ball 4. And puts a runner on.
I think we got softball and JV here.
Looks like.
You can tell the softball game's over. We now have props in the background.
Yep. So
wow.
Kingston Hopkins steps in.
Singled and came around to score his last at bat.
Throw over to first, not in time. As Hopkins looks, he had a base hit back in the 2nd inning. And that one's in there for a strike. Keene looking in. And in there for a strike as Hopkins kind of squared around and then he pulled back.
You know, in previous games, some of the Whitehouse pitchers have had trouble when they square early. It's almost like they try to avoid the bat.
Right.
But Keene's not shown that at all this game for sure.
Not in time over there at first. Wind picks up a little bit. And runner goes, swung on, and missed for strike 3, but the runner does get to second.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good job by Wilcox to make that tag, but runner was already out because the Bird had not taken second officially yet. He had not touched it, so his base was first, so first was occupied.
Braxton Gibbs is now in the batter's box. He also had a base hit back in the second. And he swings at that one. Good breaking, and now Keene looks like he's got a little bit of his stuff in here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, he settled in nicely. The bullpen's kind of slowed down back over there.
And tried to get Bird over at second. A little sneakiness by JoJo.
Good range by Bird. You know, third basemen usually are kind of like first baseman, not the most fleet of foot, but.
And another swing and a miss. And almost got him. No, not in time. And a good job by Bird to get back. He thought that Wilcox lost it, but Wilcox did a good job to keep it in front of him.
Yeah, and good throw by Wilcox. Just good base running by Bird. Gets back.
Now the pitch was a strike, so it's 0-2 there to Gibbs. One out, runner at second. And here's the no, and almost, but a little high on the delivery by Keene. Yeah. If it would have been, I tell you what, if it would have been down and in the spot, that might have actually gotten there.
Yeah, he definitely thought he was going home.
Here's the pitch. And it's going to hit the ground. Good job by Wilcox again to kind of keep it. Good thing we didn't put a crowd mic up. That might have been something with the noisemakers and stuff.
Yeah, I do figure before it's over, umpire will probably say something because they're doing it right about the time the pitcher's delivering.
That's going to be a hit over to first base. And the runner, Bird, is going to go over about 90 feet to third base. But it is going to put another out on the board and bring Drew Linville to the batter's box. He flew out his last at bat. And that one's going to be fouled off.
So if Keene can get done with this, I mean, the leadoff walk is 90 foot away, but if he can get out of this without letting that score, I'd say that's a pretty effective inning.
And that one's fouled back for a strike. So 0-2 is the count. Right now, a strikeout would be a great mojo boost.
Oh, yeah.
For the Wildcats and for Tyler Keene going into the bottom of the fourth. And he fouls that one back, so still 0-2.
Yeah, good job by Linville to get the bat on that because he was way out in front of it. Good break on the pitch by Keene, but just kept it going.
So Keene checks in and brings it home, puts it over the plate, and no call on that as it's a ball. Must have been inside.
I couldn't tell you where that one was.
Nope, couldn't tell you. 1-2 count.
We'll blame Saylor. He didn't move the glove enough for us to see which way it was.
A little outside. But Bird gets back quickly as Sailor saved that one, and Bird's like, oh, no.
Not again.
He's already taken one of us out this inning. I'm not going to let him take another one. Here's the pitch, and almost went for it and no as they appeal down to first.
Yeah, that was a good check swing.
So now a full count. Good job by Linville to fight his way to a full count.
Yeah, and you still don't want to give him just a bunch of meat here.
And that's going to be out into right field. And Hunter Cook gets out number 3. And that's going to end the top of the 4th. So no runs come in. Tyler Keene kind of, with the help of his friends, gets out of that one. And we'll be right back. Wildcats down 2-1. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back. Caleb Russell is going to be leading things off. He grounded out back in the second. And he's going to hit that one over to the shortstop side. And got him! And it looked like he may have come out, but no, says the umpire.
That was just a bang-bang play.
That was beautifully done.
I mean, you got a Whitehouse coach standing right there, and he doesn't look too concerned.
Well, he tried to.
He tried his best. But that's one of those plays that's just a great play all the way around.
Well, and really, I mean, that could have gone either way, really. Yeah. But I'm going to give good job to Simoniak to keep his toe right on that bag.
Yes, great job.
And that one's going to be out of play, fouled back for a strike. Good job by Hopkins as well over there at shortstop.
Yeah. I was about to say I was going to have to flip my thing to make sure I got the name right, but Hopkins did a great job taking his time, but still throwing the ball hard enough to get it there before he did.
And Mason Johnson has a ball and a strike here. Again, we appreciate you watching. If you'd like to, you can chat with us. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. We always like to know where our guys are, where people are watching from. And that's going to be a 5-3 put out as Bird gets it over to Simoniak for out number 2.
Yeah, Simoniak's getting to work in this
sure
inning.
34, Sailor Wilcox.
So now Sailor Wilcox, who flew out, and this is the 3 that got the 1-2-3 inning last time in the second. We hope that doesn't happen this time. Wilcox looks in. Stuckey with the pitch, and that one's going to go over the same way, and that one pulls.
That one pulls him off.
That's going to be an E5.
Sailor had heard you talking about that, and he didn't want to be that third out. He hustled on down. Have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Didn't catch a number just yet.
I was going to say we hadn't caught anybody on that one yet.
Whittle.
But Keaton Whittle's going to head to home plate.
We're still looking. We're trying to see who's in running. Try to give all these kids a shout out.
And they don't have numbers on the front of their jerseys, so.
Number 8, that's going to be Goetz. Gavin.
Mr. Goetz. So runner on first, 2 away. And Whittle He's going to get a good hit onto right center field. And no, that's going to be taken away by Braxton Gibbs. He hits it almost right to him as he was actually shaded into that right center field area. And so not quite 1-2-3 inning as Wilcox makes it to first, but no runs come in. A duck left on the pond, and we are through 4 here in Whitehouse. So we're going to take a little short break. We'll be right back. You're watching Whitehouse Wildcat Baseball on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Cole Sellers is going to be leading things off for the Bobcats here in the top of the 5th inning. And this is definitely a defensive battle here in Whitehouse tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, definitely bend not break. I mean, it's a 2-1 score. Sellers is up. Me and him talked a little before the game. We want to make sure we got his good side on the camera.
Okay, good.
No, he's a second baseman. So like I said, I'm partial to second baseman. So got that good outfield camera aimed in there. Make sure we got it good for him.
It's in there. Here's the pitch by Keene, and tries to get that. It looked like a more of a softball slap bunt there than it did a regular old baseball bunt.
Hey, whatever works.
That's in there for strike one.
That's Whitehouse. I mean, Hallsville has been doing that small ball, and it seems to have been working for them. They kind of started swinging away a little more, but if they get back to it, ooh,
in there for a strike. So Sellers finds himself down 0-2.
In case y'all didn't know, the wind's blowing again.
Hey, yeah, the wind's blowing again. It decided it's nighttime. Might as well keep going. Oh, little high on that one. He released that one way too early.
Yeah.
And he was trying to, I think he was trying to do a little fastball pitch there and got away from him.
Just a little.
Just a bit outside. And that was a reach out and touch somebody. Little AT&T hit. And in time. As that's going to be out number 1. I tell you what, Sellers got some speed on him, though, because that was almost not in time.
Yeah, that was another bang-bang play. That good stretch over there. A good, strong throw, but a good stretch kept him off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Christian Martin. He walked back in the 3rd inning. He flew out in the 1st. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high on the outside for a ball. And a swing and a miss. And I think he said he tipped it. But either way, it's a strike.
Yeah.
So I got a question for everybody. If you're watching, I got a question for you, and we're going to do this. Who is, in your mind, the best Major League Baseball catcher of all time? That you, well, let me rephrase, that you've seen play. Like, in your lifetime that you've watched. Not that, you've seen in the record books, blah, 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 blah. But that you watched play, who would you consider to be the best Major League catcher that you have ever seen play the game? Oh, Robin's back from Weatherford, Oklahoma. Wow, yeah. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching. We got a question on the board, Robin. I hope you heard it. Who would you consider, from what you've ever seen Major League-wise, to be the best Major League Baseball catcher that you've ever watched play the game?
I don't think I can narrow it down. There's like 2.
Well, this Charity Wright person, we don't know who she is a swing and a miss and a strikeout as Christian Martin goes down for out number 2.
So what this
Charity Wright person
this
says,
guru,
I don't know. Yeah, she is
a guru.
Yeah, I bet she's pretty. Charity, that's my wife, by the way. Charity Wright says Pudge is the best catcher ever.
He's one of the 2 I'm battling with. Him and Yadier Molina.
Those are my 2. That one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, and, you think just the defensive metrics on both of them was
Vision Quest came in with Johnny Bench. Now there's a hit over to JoJo for out number 3. And we're going to stay on for this one because we got people talking. Now, Vision Quest, did you ever watch Johnny Bench play?
If you watched him, heck yeah.
Johnny Bench is, to me, one of the best.
He's definitely in that discussion no matter what.
No matter what. As, by the way, we are down in the top of the first as Dunn Smith hits it right over to JoJo Adams for a fly out. And I believe that was a 1-2-3 inning there.
Yes, it was.
And so 1-2-3 go the Bobcats. But, yeah, Johnny Bench, I would say, if I had ever – I think I'm a little young for Johnny Bench. I don't know when he actually finished playing. But, yeah, Johnny Bench was a great one.
He's an all-time great regardless. I just never watched him play. So that's the only reason he's not in my consideration.
And Casey, I guess it's Lapierre. I hope I said that correct. Said Pudge for sure. Yeah, Pudge was in the tops. Pudge was a very solid. I mean, if you even thought about stealing on Pudge, he would look at you wrong.
Yeah,
he would throw you out just for thinking about it. But that's awesome. Yeah, Vision Quest said absolutely. Yeah, Johnny Bench was phenomenal of a catcher.
I mean, awesome. You're looking at these guys, and in their own way, each of them revolutionized the position. I mean, I'm not saying Major League Baseball was ever like this, but if you look like, adult slow pitch softball,
right?
Oh, well, yeah, you can't move that fast. No, go on and play catcher. Just stand back there by the umpire and do your job.
Well, because back then you never really thought that catcher. I mean, all they did was catch. There wasn't, and now a catcher is the most integral part of the game. They're the captains of the boat. They direct and everything. So you gotta utilize them.
Yeah, and I mean there are some that really are better catchers than what their numbers show. One I'll say is Martin Maldonado. When he was with the Astros, he was a great defensive catcher, but I don't think he could hit the broadside of a barn when he was at bat.
Right. Ace Vasquez up to bat right now. He watched his first one go by as a ball. That one went by as a strike. And Casey Lapierre, thank you, good. Yes, I did say it correctly, and one of the only people to ever say it correctly. Well, I work in a school. I was a registrar, and I do announce games and things like that. And, of course, I do this, so that one's fouled off. I have had some opportunities in the past to say names. So, plus, it sounds – and don't take this the wrong way. It's a little Cajun, little southern Louisiana, and I have a lot of family in southern Louisiana. So,
see, now I had to see how it was spelled.
Yeah, that's southern Louisiana.
Yeah.
And that one's going to go.
Deep in the hole. Great play.
Beautiful play by Cole Sellers. And out number 1.
Look at him. I'm shouting up that second base position. Just got to. That was just beautiful play. Deep in the hole. Great job all the way around.
And Casey, we're glad that you're watching. Vision, we're glad you're watching as well, as Hunter Cook comes up. And he had an RBI double at his first at-bat back in the third.
Yeah, the one hole is 2 for 2 in the game.
As Stuckey gets that one in there.
Just going to be a little up.
And that's going to be inside for a ball.
You know, I was talking about.
All right, go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying I was talking about Maldonado. You know, I remember he was catching, I think, for Detroit at one point, and the coach was calling in the pitches to him, and he kind of looked at the coach like, "Are you crazy?" and turned back to his pitcher, shook his head like, "Oh Lord, here we go," and called the pitch. And I don't think it's landed yet. So he knew what was going to happen if that pitch was called, and apparently it got called. He was told he had to call it anyway. But his baseball knowledge was great.
So it's 3-2 now to Hunter Cook. Let's see what he can do with this one, as now he's ready. You're not exactly going to get a meat pitch, but you're going to get something close, so you might as well take it. And that's going to be down and out. I was wrong, which never really happens. If my wife wasn't sitting next to me, I probably would have said something, but
Yeah.
I'm getting the eye, so I got to be careful.
Yeah, but anything with Stuckey, anything he throws is not going to be meat. I hadn't seen him throw a meat pitch yet. He's just a solid pitcher.
So Hunter's going to head over to first. And Casey, I agree with you. It does look pretty easy to say, but you never know with those the South Louisiana, those Cajun names, because it can be spelled one way and pronounced a totally different way.
Yeah, there's an X that you pronounce an X with a UB or something, you know. I mean,
And it depends on the name, though.
yeah, I know.
It depends on the family.
It depends on what part of Louisiana they from.
Because it's Cajun. It could either be French or it could be American. You just never know what side of it. It could be French. It could be Cajun. It could be
That Gator
Cajun.
dialect.
But no,
let me
it's-
put it this way: I've known a few Cajuns, but I am not anywhere near it.
No, I got family. I know South Texas, South Louisiana, we got it. But that's why I'm big, because we know how to cook, and we definitely know how to eat. Here we go. The mound visit is over. And JoJo Adams is at the batter's box and watches the first one go by.
I think JoJo's looking for something a little harder. I think he's looking for the fastball, and he probably won't start protecting until he's got 2 strikes. He's a pretty patient hitter.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be down and out for a ball. And a good hit. That's going to drop. No! A great catch by Linville. And
Wow.
Hunter Cook does a good job to get back. And
Great.
Linville made a fantastic catch.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to dry. I said it, and I was wrong.
Hey, if we were Sports Center, we'd be playing that little da-na-na, you know.
Well, if we wouldn't get kicked off, I would. But
I know. Hey, and trust me, mine sounded nothing like it, so they can't claim copyright infringement on that.
So here comes Maddox Evan. I was in there for a strike.
I can tell you if that ball would have got down, though, Cook would have been easily on third because he was running on the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
But good knowledge to get back.
And that's going to be in the outfield. And a beautiful hit by Evans for a base hit. And that's his first base hit, but his second time on base. So I got another question for everybody since we're going to sit here.
Rodriguez.
So who holds the Major League Baseball record for most career home runs? who holds the Major League Baseball record for the most career home runs. And if you're watching, do it without Googling. And that one's going to go in the outfield as well, so another base hit. And Cook's going to stay at third. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to come, and that's going to be another error. And we have a tie ball game, folks.
Yeah, E1 on the throw, trying to get Maddox Evans at second, getting back because he rounded a little too hard.
Yeah, he did.
But the throw was errant, and because of that, Cook's able to get in and score.
That brings up first baseman, number 21, Caleb.
And all this magic happening with 2 outs, which
is what they do.
It's typical
They
Whitehouse
got that
baseball.
They got that 2-out magic. And Gacy says the Babe. No, the Babe is not the answer. You would think, but no. He is not. Who holds the Major League Baseball record for most career home runs?
Is it modern era?
It is. It's more modern. It's not like more recent, but it is more, I guess, I would say within the last, I'd say the last 20 years.
I don't know. I mean, because, in 20 years, within 20 years, you've had the steroid era. You got Barry Bonds. Yeah.
And that's going to be foul ball.
By about 10 foot. Good barrel, just.
Yeah, Rodriguez trying. He's on that left side again.
That's right. No, that's
That's
Russell.
Oh, is that Russell? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rodriguez had the single.
Had that single. Okay, my bad. I'm one behind. Look at me. I'm so interested in the trivia part and trying to do everything else. Landry. And that's going to not swing and a miss for strikeout and out number 3. But what does happen is we have a brand new ball game as we are tied at 2 going into the top of the 6th inning. So I hope that the curse of Jason over here does not hit us.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm not going to say it. We're going to go on a break. We'll be right back. But before we do, we're going to say Landry Mayo has it correct. Barry Bonds does hold the record. So I'll have some more trivia and some more baseball when we come back. Don't go anywhere except to the restroom or a drink if you have to. But we'll be right back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, so Stuckey.
Best situation for Whitehouse comes with bases empty.
Wait on the first pitch, and we have another question for everybody. Oh, a good. That's gone.
Bye-bye.
That's out of here. Home run.
Yeah, that left a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, that hadn't landed yet. Wow. And you see now why he was intentionally walked.
Yeah.
Fantastic hit by Cade Stuckey.
Yeah, that was a no doubt off the bat.
Yeah.
So now we have a new home run leader. No,
yes. No.
Barry, bye-bye.
So the next up to hit a home, no, I'm just kidding. Aiden Simoniak is stepping in. And he's going to hit that one straight into left center field. It's going to drop. And another base hit.
So 2 pitches, 1 home run, 1 base runner. And you see they're motioning for the bullpen, and Coach Branch looks like he's coming out.
Which means we're probably going to have a pitching change. So we're going to ask a question real quick. Which current Major League Baseball team used to be the Montreal Expos? What current Major League Baseball team used to be
I'm going to stay quiet.
the Montreal Expos?
As Tyler Keene walks off.
So that'll do it for Keene. And, of course, right now he's on the hook for the loss.
Looks
And
like
is Beaumont coming in? Is that
no,
who
it
that
looks
is?
like Braden Jackson. I'm trying to see the back, but it looked like Jackson to me. 'Cause he's a lefty.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Now pitching for Whitehouse, number 12.
Yep.
Braden Jackson.
Braden Jackson is going to step in. Again, just for a question, which current Major League Baseball team used to be the Montreal Expos?
They probably wish they were again.
That's my son yelling, hook 'em and rock 'em roll. My 3-year-old already knows where he wants to go and loves the kind of music he likes to.
Oh, Lord help him.
Hey, and the funny thing is we don't know where he learned to hook 'em. Nobody knows. I don't know if his stuffed animals woke up and taught him hook. I don't. But, like, his teacher doesn't know. We didn't teach him that. And we don't know.
Sometimes kids just go down a bad path.
Yes, they just go by. Look at this. Let's see. Yes,
Correct.
Christy Dabalski, yes, is correct. The Washington Nationals.
Yeah, I think they probably want to go back to Montreal.
Yeah, they probably want to go back.
Washington probably wants to send them back. Be like, no, let's start over.
That is correct.
Fun fact, my high school coach used to play for the Montreal Expos, at least in their system.
So I believe Braden Jackson is ready.
Hey, he's that good. The Braden Jackson,
Braden Jackson
the lefty, inherits a runner here.
is going to go on with Levi Bird. Has a runner on first now.
Good pitch.
That is a good pitch. And there are still, well, there's just no outs because there's only been 2 batters.
Yeah, 2 pitches. That's the third
Yeah.
pitch of the inning.
Oh, and he bunts that one for dear life. And a sack bunt by Levi Bird. A sack life-saving bunt because that one looked like it was coming at his head.
Yeah, good job. Good feet control because to dodge that, he kind of shifted up in the box. And,
Yeah.
You know, I'm watching that front foot. As long as it's touching the line, he's still in the box
Oh, yeah.
technically. So he was on the line, but just a good job.
Kingston Hopkins is stepping in. He has struck out and had a hit. Jackson sets, he throws, and that's going to be hit up the middle. And
A-Rod gets the ball over.
The 6-3 put out is out number 2.
Hey, my wife just texted me. I think that ball that Stuckey hit finally landed in my front yard.
And yeah, maybe it bounced and then's going on to other yards.
Yeah. She told me to watch the driveway, though, because I might lose my Jeep in it for where it hit.
Yep. Braxton Gibbs is in. He's grounded out and had a base hit. And that's going to be a bunt.
Whoa, good job.
Great job by Caleb Russell to just pull that out of the ground and stick with it and stay on the bag.
Yeah.
Wow. So 1 run comes across, so the tie ball game is no more as the Bobcats retake the lead 3-2. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. We got a good one, folks. Call your neighbors, call your friends, tell them we got a good one here in Whitehouse, and to get on NETSN and watch the ending of this game, because I have a feeling it's going to be a shootout to the end. We'll be right back here on Wildcat Baseball on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Mason Johnson leading things off for the Wildcats. And now we're getting close to that ever closing in final inning. And every at-bat is extremely important for the Wildcats as that first pitch goes down for a ball.
Yeah, Stuckey's done a great job pitching. He's just at 69 pitches coming into this inning, so
that one's going to be fouled back.
Been really efficient.
So I got another question for y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Which player has the most career hits in Major League Baseball? What player has the most career hits?
Bernie Mac.
In
Mr. 3000. No.
That's a good movie. That one's in there for a strike, so 1-2 to Johnson.
Man, I'd have to say Ichiro would be my guess, but
negative, Ghost Rider. And that's fouled over our heads. Heads up. That's going to miss us, but still going to be a strike, so 1-2. So which Major League player has the most career hits
that we
Major League
that we know
history?
is not Ichiro?
It is not Ichiro. Swung and missed for a strikeout. And so Johnson goes down for out number 1.
Catcher number 34, Saylor.
So Saylor Wilcox, he is flown out and reached on an error. And Stuckey still going strong here in the bottom of the 6th, swing and a miss for a strike. As the Wildcats now just seem to be just trying to just connect as much as they can.
Yeah, they're trying to get something going.
In there for a strike. Here's the pitch by Stuckey. And another swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for the Wildcats. And now Keaton Whittle's going to step in.
Center fielder number 5.
Yeah, he had that hard liner Straight at center field, though.
Yeah, he's had a strikeout and a flyout so far in the ball game. Again, the question on the table, who has the most career hits? As that one goes by for a strike in Major League Baseball history. Who has the most career hits in Major League Baseball history? And that's going to be a high pop fly over third base way. And that's going to be caught by Levi Bird. 1, 2, 3. Go the Wildcats. We're on to the top of the 7th. And we'll be back on Wildcat Baseball on NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we're in the top of the 7th. The Wildcats really need to come into this and hold off the Bobcats from any more. As Drew Linville watches that one go by. For strike one, the wind has picked up a little bit more here. And that one's going to be on the outside. So the answer to our question was who has the most career hits in the Major League Baseball? It's going to be Pete Rose.
I should have known that.
He also has some of the worst slides.
Oh, they were impressive.
They were impressive, but by George, he had some headaches and lost some helmets.
Yeah, I imagine there's a broke rib or two in there.
Swung on and missed. And that'll even the count at 2. That was a good hard swing by Linville. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Linville stays alive.
So right now, like what we said, Keene takes the loss if the
that's going to be fouled over as well.
If the Wildcats can't come back, Keene takes the loss. He allowed 3 runs, only 2 earned. So still an efficient outing, but just some good pitching so far by the Bobcats.
And that one's going to go into right field for a base hit. That's base hit number 5 for the Bobcats on the game.
Now batting number 1, Cole Sellers.
Cole Sellers, second baseman, stepping in.
And he's hit to both sides of the infield, so. And he's done some sneaky bunt attempts. So no telling where he's going to go with this.
Well, right now, you don't want to put your foot off the gas if you're the Bobcats, and if you're the Wildcats, you need to make sure that you're covering all ends because he can bunt it. It's exactly what he's going to try to do.
Yeah, if he'd want that one back because that one caught a little too much air.
And if you're the Wildcats, you need to be careful on how you defend this.
Yeah, if it's me, pitcher's going to have first base side of the mound, and third base is crashing.
Jackson checks and throws over to first, not in time, which really was kind of a weird, in my opinion, a weird throw because Linville was only about 1.5 feet from the base. He really wasn't that far off.
Yeah, they definitely don't get the lead that they normally get with the lefty on the mound. They depend a little more on the secondary.
Here comes JoJo. And it's going to be high for a ball. JoJo doing his sprint towards home. And Jackson looks in. JoJo again. Throwing over to first. JoJo's like almost got hit.
Let me make that look pretty.
And Vision said Pete Rose, and I saw him play too. Good Lord,
Awesome.
You saw a lot
you saw
of good
some
ones.
good ones.
The only notable player I can say I saw was, well, I saw a few. I saw Nolan Ryan play. I got to see him play. Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire play.
Well, if you think about it, Johnny Bench got the Reds. Then you got Pete Rose with the Reds. So, man, that's just a great time right there. Wasn't Griffey Sr. on the Reds for a while?
Yes. Yes, he was. I bet you Vision there could tell some stories.
Oh, man.
2-2 count.
As the wind picks up.
And a good solid hit into right field. And that's going to drop. That's going to drop in front of Whittle. It went to right. It kind of blew a little bit over right center field.
I don't know if he just didn't pick it up that well because it was a kind of a line drive, but it hung up. I thought he probably could have got to it, but
well, I'm watching the wind, and it's actually swirling backward. It's swirling a little bit around, so I'm wondering if it kind of caught and didn't push as far as it could have in that situation.
Still what? 2 on, nobody out.
Because if you look at the flags, they're turning this way and then moving back, going towards the left field wall. So 2 on, nobody out. Martin waiting on the pitch. And right now is not the time to worry about the runners, in my opinion. You have nobody out. You need to be just making sure you get the guy at the plate. But I'm always that way. I don't like when you're down like this and you're in a big bind. Too many bad things can happen when you're focusing more on your outfielder or your guys on the base path than you are at your guy at the plate. And you try to throw, you're going to miss the ball, it goes out there, you're just going to end up messing yourself up.
Yeah, the one good thing about it, though, I will say, is Braden Jackson, I believe he is the pitcher on record for winning that marathon game in Lufkin. He came in with a lot of pressure and was able to deliver, so, you know, while I would personally, I would like to see him focus a little more on the batter. Still, you know, right man, right job. Let's see him get it, see what he can do with it.
And that's going to be a swing, but it's going to be a pass ball.
So now you got 2 runners in scoring position, still no outs.
And our outfield camera has actually blown up.
Oh.
We've lost some. It's okay. We don't need to worry about it. We can still see the wind is blowing. As you can see, the wind is blowing so hard, it's actually moving our outfield camera.
Yeah, it tilted it upward.
It tilted it upwards. We've lost our. Anyway, it's okay though. As long as we have it, it doesn't. I don't think it's going to fly off.
It's only a quarter of a mile away. Should be okay.
Well, if the wind picks up any more than it does, we may have to send you out there to go get it.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to break the camera. The wind has actually picked up pretty heavily over the last 10 to 15 minutes. That's a good pitch, and therefore strike. Now it's 2-2. But as strong as it's going, if it's going to tilt it up like that, that's a pretty pretty big gusts.
If I remember right, that transmitter is on top of the camera with the flat side facing outward. So,
and that's in there for a strike, and that's going to be strike 3, and out number 1. So a good job by Jackson to take Christian Martin out. That's Martin's second strikeout. Now Dunn Smith's coming out. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What do you do in a situation where Stuckey comes up?
Let me put it this way. You want to go after Dunn Smith now, because when Stuckey comes up, he's getting intentionally walked. And you want that first base to be empty.
I agree. And that one is framed a little bit.
But high.
High, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. I'd probably tell Stuckey, don't even put on your batting gloves.
Yeah.
And if his base is loaded, the question is, do you intentionally walk him and score a run?
And that one's going to go into the outfield. And 1 run is going to score. And that's going to put runners at the corners. Now, in my opinion, you're going to load the bases in order to get a double play and also any bag. Yeah, they're going to walk him.
To walk.
Yep, Coach Branch just did. Yep, they're going to intentionally walk him. And that's a little bit of poor sportsmanship again, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But I understand. You want your guy to win and hit
You want him to hit.
But they would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a good coaching position. It's coaching in my opinion.
The one thing I will say about it is the ones that are booing are the JV players and all that. So it's still kids. This is a kid's game, so I'm good. I'm okay with that, as long as it's not 40-year-olds still living in back in the day.
And you want to see a home run. I know, I understand that, but the strategery.
Oh yes, I mean
He's
1 for 1
with a ball that hadn't landed yet.
Yes.
Here comes Simoniak. Now Simoniak had a base hit in his last at bat. And that's a good pitch, but it's going to go outside for a ball. Yeah, even the here's the pitch, and that's going to be a high fly ball. And that's going to go in the outfield, and Whittle has it. And I didn't think... And he's going to be safe, and another run comes in. I didn't think I would throw it to second if I were them, because I didn't think the guy at second tagged. I didn't think that Dunn Smith tagged, but I guess he did.
Yeah.
So runners at first and second. 2 away.
Second and third.
Excuse me, second and third, yes.
I was looking like, where'd I miss it?
That's my bad. Well, I was trying to put my cursors over everything.
good job by the Bobcats to get some insurance runs.
Levi Bird watches that first one go across for a ball. And a good solid hit straight out center field. Whittle is back to the wall. He missed it. 2 runs come in. And the Bobcats now up 7-2 over the Wildcats. And that's going to be an E7 in my book.
No, 7 is left field.
I mean,
8, I just.
An E8, you're right.
I
E8.
just don't know.
Yeah, it is. He had it, in my opinion.
That one, anytime, the outfield is the hardest ones for me unless they're camped. And the only reason I say that is because I can't see how deep it ends up from here.
Well, I mean, he was there. This is just me because I played outfield. He was there. He misjudged. I know the wind is blowing, but that's going to be in the right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And another run's going to come in. I know it may be harsh, but he was there. It went over his glove, but he was in position to make it.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless,
Oh, yeah.
our scorebook don't really matter.
No,
but,
our score don't.
And we don't have any help tonight. They're a little shorthanded up in the scorebook, in the press box. I saw that they only have 2, not their normal 3. So doing the best they can.
And we're not professional scorebook people either.
No, when in doubt, E them out. That's our saying. Ninth batter of the inning.
And that one's going to go for a ball. And over to the third base side.
Oh.
Got him out.
Ooh, that was close.
5 runs come across for the Bobcats. A big bottom of the 7th up for the Wildcats. They have a huge hurdle to jump over, but they have an ability to do it. Let's see if they can do it. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a huge bottom of the 7th happening right now for the Wildcats as the Bobcats put 5 runs on them in the top of the 7th. And now Ace Vasquez is leading things off. And Stuckey's still on the mound for the Bobcats, and that one's going to be fouled back. So we're going to see how the Wildcats bounce back. They have always had the ability of a 2-out rally. Let's see if they have a bottom of the 7th rally.
Yeah, and they're in the right spot for it. So, I mean, you got the 9-hole hitter, but he's batting .500 for the night.
That's high and a ball. So 1-1. Yeah, he's had a base hit and a ground out. And a good solid hit that's going to drop into left field. And the Wildcats starting off the bottom of the 7th with a base hit.
Yeah, now you bring it up to the top of the order. Granted, not the starting leadoff hitter, but that position is right now 2 for 2 and been on base all 3 times it's come up. So
Granted, and he hit an RBI double the last time Ace Vasquez,
Hunter Cook.
Hunter Cook, yeah. Hunter Cook, the last time Ace Vasquez hit a base hit, Hunter Cook hit an RBI double.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're hoping to do a little repeat here. Pete and repeat. And that one's in there for a ball.
Yeah, that was a close one. That's a good pitch by Stuckey. Just not quite in the zone. Good job trying to frame it up behind the plate. Just couldn't quite get the call.
And that's pop fly over shortstop way. And Levi Bird's going to come over from third and take it for an out. And that's out number 1. Wildcats 2 outs away now from taking the loss to the Bobcats.
That brings up second baseman, number 6.
JoJo Adams.
Yeah, and he had a hard liner to the left fielder his last at-bat. See if he can find some grass this time. Or some turf dirt, whatever you want to call it.
And I've imagined Stuckey's just going to focus on the batters.
Yeah, he's got a big enough lead. He's not worried about that one run at all.
It's going to be high for ball 2. Yeah, JoJo's, other than the sacrifice bunt, he's gotten a hold of a couple. Unfortunately, they've been right to people. And that was a swing and a miss.
Yeah,
and that was good. Stuckey took a little bit off of that one, other than the last 2, and I think the timing was a little off on JoJo.
Yeah, he was. I think it wasn't helping. He was trying to be early to pull it.
So 2-2 is now the count to JoJo. Got to be smart. And that's high. Good job by Dunn Smith to jump and grab that one, keep that one from going. Now full count to Adams. Here's the pitch. That's going to go down low for ball 4. And now 2 runners on with just 1 out.
Yeah, and Stuckey's still not concerned. If Maddox hits a home run, that's 3 runs. You're still up by 3. So, still a lot of work for the Wildcats to do, but like I said, they seem to do well under pressure.
Evans steps in. He's got a base hit his last at bat. Looking to at least duplicate that, but not by watching a pitch like that go by. And that's strike 1. And that one's going to go straight to second base. And the 4-6-3 double play does not happen, but an out is scored as Maddox reaches on a fielder's choice.
That was a good turn. You had to have a good turn to be able to get JoJo Adams. Just fast runner, but great turn by the middle infield there. Just not quite in time to get Evans.
Rodriguez stepping in as Smith's going to go and have a little conversation with runners at the corners, 2 down. And A-Rod with just a base hit. He's grounded out, flown out, and had a base hit his last at-bat. And 1 out away for the Wildcats, so a 2-out rally would really be good to get things started, as that is a ball high and outside. And we apologize for the movement on the camera, but every camera we have pretty much is going to be moving because of the wind here at Whitehouse Wildcat Athletic Complex. That one's down low for a ball as well.
Yeah, that's a first for me to ever see a camera actually get blown backwards.
Yeah, that's well, kind of glad it's not on a tripod, because the tripod would have fallen backwards and it'd be out of play for us. 3-0 is the count, so at least that magnet's holding it where which is probably why it went up instead of away. And that one's going to bounce for ball 4, and so that's going to put the bases loaded for Caleb Russell. And coach is going to come out and have a conversation. And I think he's just going to maybe talk. I don't know if he's going to bring anybody in.
Yeah, I think he's just going to talk to his infield. Just make sure they understand all they got to do, wherever it is, the easiest play to make, that's where you're going. It doesn't matter if it's home, first, second, third, whatever. If you get a ball and you're near a bag, touch it. And ball game's over.
Bobcat fans, if you are watching, you will be at home on Tuesday for Nacogdoches, and then next Friday you'll travel to Tyler to play Tyler High. Wildcats, we will be with you on the fun travel to Texas High on Tuesday, and then next Friday, the final game of the regular season.
First baseman, number 21.
We will be back here for Mount Pleasant as Whitehouse hosts the Mount Pleasant Tigers. So it's a week of Tigers next week. The mound meeting is over. Caleb Russell's in the batter's box, and here's the pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. Bases loaded. 2 outs for the Wildcats. They're down to their final out, and that ball's going to go. Good hit, but it's flying.
No, there's kids over there. I was going to say, I might find that one. I'm going to look for the camera as I'm walking through the dark.
And that's foul tipped as well. And Russell's coming up a little lame over there.
Yeah, it almost looked like he kind of spun on it. And
yeah, it looks like he twisted his ankle a little bit, and he's kind of timid there. Nothing too bad there. Here's the pitch. And in there for strike 3. And that's going to do it for the ball game as the Bobcats go away with the win. As your final here in Whitehouse, our Hallsville Bobcats 8, Whitehouse Wildcats 2. As that'll do it here. Heart-wrenching loss for the Wildcats heading into the final week of the season. And with the earlier blow-up happening and a little bit of a issue, the Wildcats just couldn't get things going. And they tried hard, but they're going to regroup and head to Texas High next Tuesday, and then have their final home game of the regular season on Friday. And we'll be with you both of those games. Jason, any parting words before we pack up and head out?
No, I'm just going to say, it was a good, tough battle for both teams. This is kind of a rivalry deal. And,
oh, yeah.
What I did like is, the handshake line, everything went great. You had the ejected player in the line, too, shaking everybody's hands. I actually saw a hug between Stuckey and looked like JoJo Adams. So they're very well known to each other.
Oh, yeah. They played against each other for a long time.
So great teams, great baseball. Had a bad moment in the game tonight, but, sometimes that happens.
Well, we are done here in Whitehouse. For Jason Cavazos, this is Keith Whitman, and all of us here at NETSN. We're going to say good night. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.